Oh, okay. So we should be recording.
Yeah, we are.
All right. So here we go. All right. So for those who don't know, here's what was going down here. I did a package intercept video, and I did it about a week or so ago. And the package intercept video was essentially me sending out a box of chocolates to my buddy Paul, and then rerouting that to a post office up in Washington State where my mom's at. Now, the post office in Washington State is supposed to hold that package for her, but here's the deal. Because of the way I routed it and because of the way I sent it, it still had Paul's information on it. So it doesn't have any of my mom's information. So, but hypothetically, it should have been held at the post office. So, Mom, did you find it?
Yes, I do.
All right, let's hold it
I
up.
just I just intercepted it. Look at that.
Nice, nice. So how hard was it to pick up?
Okay. It wasn't hard. I got the email that had the transaction on it,
Yep.
and that didn't. But that isn't how they found it in the hold bin. It was through the post office address is how they found it. But they kept asking me for my address.
Oh,
And so
okay.
that's why there was a minute of confusion on my
Okay.
part. And the clerk that was trying to find it kept trying to look for that address, even though I gave her the paper that said the post office and that it was on hold.
Oh,
So,
okay. So she still
so
wanted
that was,
your address to pick it up.
yeah. But she didn't need that. So I had to talk to a supervisor,
Okay.
for her to learn. She didn't know,
Oh,
even
okay.
though I heard intercept. And I said it would be the Lacey post office.
Yeah.
It was a supervisor that cleared it up,
Okay.
that it would on hold and it would say in the hold bin that that's where they would find it, not in the normal mail.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So it was in the hold bin. Okay. Now, did you have to provide your driver's license or anything like that, or any sort of identification?
No.
No. Okay. So they just let you pick it up and
Yeah.
yeah. Does it? I mean, don't put it up towards the camera again because I don't want to accidentally show Paul's address on it. But does it have Paul's name on it at all or anything like that, or does it just have the post office, or does it have
It's
any
just got
identify? Yeah.
Paul's not on there at all. It's just
Oh.
hold for the post office, Lacey, Washington address for the post office.
Okay.
Paul's not
Okay.
on there at all. Yeah.
Okay. And so, I'm assuming that this happens a fair amount of time. Like, I'm assuming that people, put packages on hold and stuff like that. How are they finding it though? I mean, because I would assume it's a sea of packages all with that same sort of info on it. Do they do they then look at is my return address on there?
Yeah. You're
Okay,
and the shipping tracking number
tracking.
doesn't give them information that they wanted. They wanted to know what address it was shipped to.
Oh,
And so
oh,
they kept asking for my address. I said, no, I'm picking it up for my son,
okay,
and my address won't be on it. And
okay.
so the only address shipped to was the Lacey post office address, and it has hold for pickup.
Oh, oh, interesting. Okay, huh? Okay, so if you were to do it all over again, knowing what you know now, when you went up to the counter, what would you tell them?
Well, I showed him the piece of paper with the shipping. I would only tell him it would be found in the hold bin in the Lacey post office address, or the post office address. It was
Okay. So you
kept.
tell you go up to the counter and you tell them, look in the hold bin for this. It's the Lacey post office address. So you'd give them their own address,
Yeah.
and then you'd probably give them the tracking number too to match, I
Well,
guess.
I gave him that and I asked her to just look it up. She goes, no, I need to know where it was sent to.
Okay.
And having your address was the other part of the puzzle.
Okay. Okay.
Who from?
Okay. Okay. So have my address. tell them it's on hold for the post office, and then give them their own address essentially. And that should do it if you've got a clerk that knows what they're doing. So,
But
yeah.
it was pretty simple. It only took minutes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because my biggest worry about it was that it was going to get there and it was going to have Paul's info all over it. And so that was my biggest thing. And I thought, oh man, they're going to ask you for your, ID, and it's not going to match and all that sort of stuff. So good. All right. I'm glad you were able to pick it up. So that's a good experiment. Okay. So, is the chocolate flat? Is it because I shipped it in an envelope? So I don't know.
Came in
Hey,
perfect.
all right. Happy
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Thank you. I'm so happy. Love
Yeah.
you, son.
All right, I do. All right. So I'll hang up here, but go ahead. I'll call you right back and we can catch up.
Okay, thanks.
Uh,
Bye, sweetie.
all right.